Formula 1 arrived in Abu Dhabi for round 2 of the 2020 F1-E season. And the main news was, of course, that Mercedes were already looking at bringing a B-spec chassis after the woeful performance that its chassis put out in the first race. They said that their engine power seems to be on average, on par, but they would look to be bringing upgrades to this too. All of this would be coming for round 5, when the European season starts. But for now, Mercedes and indeed Jaguar, who are also looking to bring a B-spec chassis, will have to muddle through and do the best with what they have. At least in terms of Jaguar, they have a little bit of some pace, especially shown by Gasly as he managed to finish up in 13th. Evans has complained the fact that his engine seems to already be going off, a sign that the Jaguar indeed definitely a lot of work done on their engine. But DS Techeetah, of course, will be looking to do well, especially the fact that they have the engine power going down the top straight, and they topped as again the timing, the speed trap. Whether they can put that into performance with qualifying in the final sector was yet to be seen. And taking a look at qualifying for today's Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, Charles Leclerc took pole 24,000 back to Esteban Ocon in second place. Good job for the Renault, showing Renault have got some point. Perez third, disappointed with that. Sainz, Verstappen fourth and fifth. Good job for Sainz. Hampson in sixth. Vettel, Russell, Ricciardo disappointed. Good job by Russell, by the way. And Lando Norris rounds out the top 10, annoyed to be off his teammate in his second race. Outside the top 10, Alex Albon, dear, once again off the pace. Very tight in the out of there. Tony Felix da Costa, another one. Kevin Magnussen, Brendan Hartley, two more who are disappointed not to be as higher than that one. The two Jaguars 15th and 16th, with Hamilton, Massa struggling once again. Van Dorn and De Vries was slowest of all for today's Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Well, hello everyone and welcome back to another video of the F1-E mod, episode number 2 here from the Abu Dhabi circuit. Apologies for the slight delay in this. I was going to try and get this out yesterday, but I was also been trying to do this weekend, bank holiday weekend, as I said I would, the My Team mod, and I did not realise how difficult modding Formula 2 cars would be. It's a lot more. I won't go into too much detail, but it's going to take a little bit more longer for that series to come together. But yes, we're here at Abu Dhabi, a circuit that I have not raced at all on this game, and I know, and we're in what? It's April now. This game came out last June. We're 10 months into this game, and already this is the first time I've been around this track. I actually had to find a setup that was that much.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Interesting what we can do. Obviously I've been here on previous games, so it's not my first time around here, but it's interesting. It'll be intriguing to see what we can do. We're qualified higher than we did in Bahrain. We're up in 6th place. Our teammate is well outside the top 10. Unfortunately, the reason why we are higher up is that the tyres seem to come in at a later stage during qualifying, and basically all the drivers only do one lap. The AI only do one lap, apart from a couple of them who do 2 laps. But the majority of them just do 1 lap in qualifying, so which is annoying. Race strategies are one stop. I was looking about maybe thinking about it, especially the fact we're going from a soft to mediums. No mention of hards, but it looks like the hards aren't really going to be doing that much. So yes, let's go. 5 red lights for today's Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. 3, 2, 1. That was a long hole. Go, go, go. And there's the usual type of power smoke that shouldn't, that never happens in Formula 1. Let's see if we can get Verstappen off the car. Oh, yes, we can. Dive bomb when we're ahead of the Dutchman up into P5. That's a good start. We wanted to get the Dutchman anyway. It's actual fact, in actual fact, Verstappen's already starting to lose out, but Albon is making up big moves. He's just got taken Daniel Ricciardo, and our teammate is the only person on the grid, Brendan Hartley, who has wearing mediums. I don't think this is going to work for Hartley, to be honest, because he'll have to go a very long way in this race on those mediums. As Verstappen at the end of lap 1 peels off into the pits. I'm not sure if he had some damage. Oh, you can see on the left front end plate's completely gone. That might have been me. Into the pits he comes hard, so he'll be able to go to the end of the race. Fortunately, he's going to lose time because he's got to have a change of front wing. But he's back on the name with that green, different shade of green, dark green, light green. Aston Martin Red Bull, as we have a new company now. This is Sebastian Vettel in this Ferrari. Not a great qualifying from him as we get very close to the back of Carlos Sainz. We're into lap 2 now. We're actually closing on Sainz, which is good because obviously we want to. McLaren, I think, will be a good benchmark to beat in some of these races. As you can see, Leclerc is going straight ahead. Ocon and Perez now are fighting over P2. They're going side by side through the third section. Is Ocon going to get him? No. Perez will squeeze the Frenchman out, and Ocon will have to go again. Of course, those two former teammates from 2017, they've collided before. It's not they're going to have to collide again, as Vettel's going to go past us here. Can we hold this around the outside? Yes, we can, just about. But we are struggling. Sainz has now cleared us by a couple of seconds, or at least in this second lap. So now goes Vettel up the inside again. We're going to try and give the Germans some room, but of course he's going to have the inside line by giving them some fair racing, and that's going to compromise our line. And he squeezes us just enough onto the camber, and now Lando Norris is going to have a go. And Albon as well. We need to stay ahead of Albon. Norris has actually got a great run on, and as I'm look at Vettel. So we defend from Albon. Now, this is where DRS works well in Abu Dhabi, because this is when I think as Albon's going to have a go at us. But we got the DRS again. Vettel is without the DRS, and Vettel might be losing out. They're going side by side with Norris, and they're still going side by side with Norris. These two are having a fantastic battle between two AI. Not going to go side by side there. Vettel's going to stick his nose down the inside, or Norris locks up, and we can take full advantage of that. Thank you very much. We're going to try and go around the outside. Thank you very much. Back up into P6. So we've only lost one position to Vettel, which we thought we would do anyway, considering the fact. I think you look at the tyre wear, 55% on the front right. We're going to have to come in a lap earlier, as Jeff suggested. We should be able to go for the end of the race on mediums. It would be nice if we had a safety car, because that way, or VSC, and that way would be able to come in as who else? Is anybody else coming in with me? No, we're going to have the pit lane to ourselves. Well, that's something. At least we're not going to be held up by anybody. In the pits we go. Let's in the Porsche Dragon Mechanics go. It's a 2.8 second stop. That's not bad in Grand Prix mode. I know obviously in Grand Prix mode is a little thing. That's a nice little sound effect they've added. I'm pretty sure that wasn't on previous games, where the tunnel, the bridge underneath the pick exit has different acoustics. As also off-screen, Sergio Perez has lost out to both Sainz and Vettel. Sainz up to second, sorry, up to third. Vettel up to second, up to fourth. Obviously, Ocon is in second place. I'm not sure if they've had contact, but we're going to come out ahead of Perez as well, just behind Vettel. So the undercut has worked here. We're on lap 6 as well, as we have DRS on Vettel, who's going to help us against the Cheetah. You can see the two Red Bulls are together. Obviously, the Red Bull that was behind us when we exited was, of course, Max Verstappen. I think Albon will be ahead of Verstappen though, because Verstappen's going to be on those hards. Albon should be enough on the mediums, as Perez has another go at us, obviously. And as we look at the race leader now, which is Pierre Gasly in the Jaguar car. He leads from Hartley, and already I'm struggling to see how those two are going to even get on, because they've already been caught up by Leclerc. So that's really, excuse me, not going to work out for Hartley. And his actual facts is coming the pits on lap 7, so he's not even going to be able to fit softs. So he's going to have to go on to hards, which is unfortunate. I don't know why he picked that strategy, but then if Jeff is doing this strategy, then that probably explains a lot, as Perez has dropped off. I think Perez lost a bit of his front wing, and is actually being challenged by Albon. Oh, goodness grief, I didn't really need to squeeze Albon that much. Luckily that we didn't actually collide and go on the wall there. Albon doesn't look like he's not going to cut across the tyre driver aggressively, and aggressively defend. We do not want that Red Bull going past, because if it does, it will probably sail off into the sunset. Albon once again takes a swipe at us. Hand of frustration comes up. Moving to the lap 11 now, and really Albon's starting to drop off a lift. The tyre wear is starting to kick in massively for these medium runners, including myself. Albon goes past though with DRS. We're going to dive down the inside and retain P5. Seems as though we are catching Carlos Sainz. He's been dropped by Vettel. Moving to lap 13, we've dropped Albon, who's, I presume he has the same problem with Sainz tyre wear. Seems that our tyre wear is more lenient for us, again, compared to the AI. I did say this, that potentially we could, hards should have probably been the way forward, but the problem is there's, I don't know, problem is the hards have give you no pace whatsoever, so that's the dilemma that we have here. But we go moving to the final lap. We can catch Sainz at P4. This would be a brilliant result for us if we could get P4. Definitely an outside stage as well, especially if Porsche and Dragon split the end of the season like they are rumoured to do. This could be a big to put our name in there. Oh dear, Sainz is going very slowly through the hairpin. Unfortunately, I'll take a worse line than him, so we're gonna have DRS though. We're gonna have to see what we can do. BMW engine is a little bit faster than the Porsche engine, unfortunately, so it's not that much faster, but it's about like Renault to Honda in real life. But we can't do this. It's going to have to all be in the final sector. We corner cut there as we come through there. Oh my goodness grief, and we go wide, we go off circuit. Come on, we can get this. No corner cutting there. Okay, frontal corner, no, lining up, final corner, final corner. Oh, and Sainz squeezes, we definitely corner cut that, but it doesn't register. P4, fantastic overtake. So replay this, and we just squeeze down the inside. Yes, that was a bit off, but Sainz didn't give us much room, and that is definitely P4 for us today. Brilliant result. Sainz had some problem there, definitely. Leclerc, of course, fastest lap and pole and the win, maximum 28 points. He is definitely going to run away in this championship. Ocon, Vettel, myself, Sainz, Albon finished 6th. Perez slowing everybody down as well, with Felix da Costa, Verstappen and Ricciardo running out the top 10. Massa unfortunately couldn't get there. Russell, by the way, retired with an engine problem. That's unfortunate for him because he had showed better pace. Good job by Massa though to make up to P11. Magnussen disappointed with 12. Gasly up to, once again 13th. Norris 14th. Hamilton, Van Dorn 15th, 16th. De Vries 17th. Evans struggling again. And our teammate was last because of course he was on hard. Went to some meetings to hards and had absolutely no pace whatsoever, as you would probably expect, because the hards are pretty much road tyre. So Leclerc now has a 24-point gap over his teammate Sebastian Vettel, who leapfrogs Sergio Perez into second. Ocon shoots all the way up to 4th place. Myself moves up to 5th place, with Verstappen dropping to 6th, Da Costa 7th, Sainz in 8th, Magnussen moving down to 9th, and Albon up to 10th. Hartley down to 11th, and George Russell and of course Ricciardo actually can be added to that list, the only point scorers. In terms of the Constructors' Championship, Ferrari have now a big 44-point lead over Cheetah, who have another 18 points. Aston Martin Red Bull and Porsche Dragon are both level, which is good to us. Renault aren't that far behind. I'm sure McLaren, BMW, Andretti, that team are probably going to be pushing to join in that middle part. Virgin, they would love to push in. Venturi, Williams, Russell has the pace. Massa clearly doesn't. Jaguar and Mercedes will have to wait until they get their B-spec strategies, because at the moment they are not going to score, unless there's a pile up and a half, they're not going to score any points. So yes, that's going to be it for today's episode of the F1-E mod. If you enjoyed it, like, subscribe to the channel if you see more F1-E mod videos and other weekly Formula 1 content on the channel. Until the next video, I'll see you next time. Take care. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy your day and goodbye.